What up? I'm back. I'm back. Today is June 9th. Oh man, it's funny. I picked this song. I may regret it later. Uh, Whatever. There's a couple songs that I want to talk to, but they're kind of weird because like I'm a dude and like I do not discriminate against music. Ever since I was little, I've spent my oh god, this is gonna be funny. This will be a good talk, man. I'm hyped. You know, I just ate dinner and it was a good meal, perfect meal, man. My day is crazy. I don't know what happened today. So I'm picking a song that is more probably, whatever. Like I'm gonna get judged for it, but dude, I love music, man. I love all music, and it's just fire because like I don't care who you are, like everyone's got those songs that they listen to, like listen to Katy Perry if you're a tough dude or whatever. Like who cares, man? It's just music. And I think it's hilarious because like I listen to everything, man. I was emo at one point in time. I love screamo music. Dude, I just love music. So like, there's been a couple songs that I haven't talked to that I wanted to talk to, just to see what they would spark. Because they're weird. They're opposite of what I am, like, but they're just fire songs. And some of them are kind of gender-based songs, and so that's kind of why I've been hesitant to use them. But dude, they're so fire. Like I love music, all music, man. So like, I think I'm gonna start choosing some songs that I'm gonna get some slack for. I'm gonna get some crap from a bunch of guys that aren't confident in who they are, and it's gonna make me laugh and whatever. We'll see what happens in the future. But I'm comfortable in who I am, so I don't really care. So like I said, I love music, man, and music, like I said, been my only companion my whole life. You know, like I remember I was little, man. I was probably 5, 6, 7. I had a Walkman, and I remember like on Sunday mornings I would be laying in my bedroom. Sun would be coming through the blinds. My feet would be on the wall, and I would have my headphones in, listening to Casey Kasem or whatever, the top 100, dude, and just laying in bed, just listening to music, and just waiting for specific songs to come on because I liked them so much. Like you'd have to wait for the countdown to go down, so you would just have to listen to all kinds of music just to get to the song, so you could have 3 minutes or whatever of a fire song that you liked. And dude, I was so little, and ever since that day, since then, like dude, I've always had Walkmans, tape player things, and then I got the CD player. I used to like skate, roller skate, not roller skate, but rollerblade, and I would have that round disc CD player on my hip or whatever. And then when I got older and I started working for myself, for a while I had a tape player, and so that's kind of where I started like listening to songs over and over again, because all I had was a tape. And so I would just listen to the song over and over and over again. And then I started listening when I was in high school. I would get up and cut grass about 2:30 in the morning before school started. And I would listen to Jerry House. And he was a very intelligent man. And dude, I loved listening to him. He was just so wise, and he was so witty. And I would listen to him before I cut grass or whatever. But even before, yeah. And then when I got out of high school, I started buying MP3 players. And then I bought Creative Lab MP3 players, and I always had them. And then the Zune came out, and I was in heaven. Like the Zune, the Zune. I don't care what anybody says, man. The Zune software, the Microsoft software for the Zune, and the Zune was way better than the iPod ever was, ever. Way better use case, like easier to operate. You could drag any files in there. It didn't matter who made them. You know, that's where the iPod and iPad and all this crap is they're limiting your availability, and they're just making money off of it. So the Zune, you could throw anything in there, dude. It didn't matter. They didn't discriminate, and that's why I don't like iPod. That's why I don't like iPad. That's why I don't like anything, because it's a monopoly, and I've always been against them even before I even knew that stuff existed. Because it's crap. They corner the market. They keep you in debt. They come out with a new phone every year. Keep you paying your monthly payments. It's a scam, bro. Everything in this world is a scam. Any company that's in charge winning right now is a scam. They don't take pride in what they do. You know, I run 20-year-old lawnmower, and it's better than my new one. And I got half the money in it. And it cuts just as good, if not better. And it's 20-something years old. You know, like, and it's still working. Like, now you buy a refrigerator. You know, we're starting to see some refrigerators that lasted 20 years, and they're going out of date. And then customers are going to buy appliances that only last 5 years. Like, this world is crap, man. It's all about money. And, it makes me laugh because it's like everyone is just falling for the scam. Because the Joneses have it. And they market the piss out of everything. And then you get brainwashed into thinking that you have to have that to be cool. Because you got to be cool to get love and to attract these people, you know, that are pushing these products where they're getting paid, you know, 100K contracts just to wear Nikes that they're given every month to put in their products, to put in their pictures and all this stuff. Like, you guys, everyone is just getting hoodwinked, bro. And it's hilarious to me. It's fine. I got Oakleys. Oakleys are nice, expensive glasses. I like them because of protection. I do have Nike shoes. I bought 5 pair like 4 years ago. I had to look at my Amazon for $50 a piece. The same shoes that I have now are like $250 if you can even find them, or more. I bought them because they were $50 a pair or less. And I liked the first pair I bought. They were comfortable, and then I bought a bunch more because I knew I liked them. And I could work in them, and they would do what I needed them to do. And they stood up the test of time. Like, I don't have holes in them, you know, like some of them I do, but I always buy, like, I wear Under Armour clothes. Like, all my shirts are Under Armour. All my underwear are Reeboks. Like, I'm a very, like, once I like something, I like it. End of discussion. If it does what it needs to do, I don't care what brand it is, who's wearing it. I don't ever look at any of that stuff. I always look at, like, what is good for me. And so whatever, maybe iPod and all that crap's good for you now. I don't know. But they got you. They marketed it, and then they put a monopoly on it, on every market, and then they got you. And it's so funny to me, because man, it's so funny. Like, I'm trying to think. So, like, Sony, Walkman. Like I said, and I watched them do this with the MP3 players. They had Creative Labs. They had some other brands that were decent, you know, but they just didn't get the branding, you know. And then it was a war between Microsoft and Apple, and then Microsoft lost, you know. And it's just whatever. But it's crazy, man. It's this world's crazy. And they got you. They got you where they want you. And it's hilarious to me. You know, it's super hilarious to me. But to each his own. I see people with Apple iPhones. I went to this one woman's house one day, and I was cutting the grass, and she pulled in, and someone called her, and she didn't have her phone, so she was trying to talk on her Apple Watch. And it was the funniest thing I've ever seen, because it didn't work. You know, they couldn't hear each other. And she's holding up her wrist to her ear and then back to her mouth, and to her ear and then back to her mouth. And I was just laughing, like, in my head, like, this looks hilarious. All because you got the special watch that costs who knows how much. To each his own. Like, I watch people use them. I'm just weird. I'm just a rebel, bro. I'm just the biggest rebel you've ever met. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just have a rebel streak in me. And it's funny because it's like, as much as I wanted to look like my mom growing up, and my brothers and sisters, and like all these white people that I was surrounded and raised with, it's like as much as I thought I wanted to be that, to be accepted, like I never did. It's so confusing because because now it's just like I don't care anything about it. The only thing I wanted to feel accepted, and I never did. I wanted to be part of something, but I never fit in anyways. I was never supposed to be a part of what I grew up in. That was the point of me, is not to feel accepted. And that's what I'm understanding now, is I had to not feel accepted because I'm never going to be accepted in this world, ever. Because I'm different. I'm always going to be different, and I like that. You know, I'm my own person. I think my own ways. I think my own thoughts. Like, I think so different. Like, even, you know, it's weird. Like, sometimes I meet people that are super highly intelligent, and dude, I see myself in them, and that's just because people don't understand me. I've never been able to talk about really what I think. I'm getting better at every single day, but this sounds super weird, but I pick up on super high intelligence really quick in humans, and then I'm attached to it, and then my brain starts working this weird way, and I connect with them on a level of high intelligence where I don't think I have it 90% of the time. But then when I meet these high level intelligent people, like, I connect with them instantly, and I start pulling out of my bank of information in my head just random crap about stuff that, like, I have no idea about, but evidently I do. And but then again, I connect with every human in that same way. Like, it's super weird. Like, I mirror everyone so freaking hard, and I can connect with everyone because, like I said, I'm a master chameleon, and I had to be that way because I was different, but in order to get what I needed, which was love and acceptance, so I thought, growing up, you know, and I kind of went around, had many friends, and would end up with their families, and I always had to work my way in there and manipulate my way in there, and it's not that I was manipulating anything, I was just being a chameleon and filling the void, filling a gap, fitting into each individual family scenario perfectly, to be there as long as possible and to get exactly whatever I needed. And I guess it's kind of like manipulation, but to me it was real. It's like I'm not acting, that's me, because I only was nice. I was always nice to these family people. I was always polite. Like, I never had ill will. You know, so that's why I wasn't a straight narcissist. Because I knew that didn't work. I knew at the end game that was not the best way to go, I think. And it kept me good and clean-ish. You know, and you know, I would probably be meaner to my family than I was anybody, or meaner to people. I was definitely meaner to people after a while, like, because I would just get sick of the crap. I would get sick of the pettiness, and so it's really weird to think about now, because I'm looking at my relationships that I have with people, and they last as long as the people that I'm with get better, get nicer, get become a better version of themselves. If they do that, then I will stay with them. And this is just me looking back at my life. If they get worse, at some point, I will walk away. Because I get sick of the pettiness. I get sick of the hatefulness. I get sick of the cheating, the lying, the stealing, the deception. And I don't agree with it, and so over time it's like that's what gives me the justification to walk away from these people, because I don't want to be part of this. And even though, like, you know, I've stole stuff when I was younger, there was a time in my life when I stole something and then boom, instantly, like, a trigger light bulb went off in my head. I was like, this is stupid, let's not do this anymore. And I haven't done it since. But everything in my life has been like that. It's gone to where like I tested the waters and then boom, light bulb. This is stupid and retarded. Let's not do this anymore. And then I won't. And it's a lot of things. My life has always been that way. And it's not. I don't know what it is. It's like I have a trial period. Everything I do is a trial period, and then it makes up. I try it, and then I put all my data together and make my final decision. And dude, my whole life has been that way. That's so weird now that I think about it. But yeah, man, it's funny. Life is funny. This music is hilarious. Cause I jammed this song, dude. Like, I jammed this song going down the road, my foot out the window. And all my music, I turn it up. I don't care, man. I feel so good. Like, even though I may not sleep well, like last night I went to bed probably about 11. I woke up at 2 o'clock, just ready to rock and roll. Couldn't sleep. I don't know what time I went back to sleep. Maybe like 4. And it's kind of rough. I don't know what's going on with me. But if I go to sleep before 12, like I'm up in 3 hours, like ready. And then there's nothing to do, and and then I'm tired and I go back to sleep at some point, and then it gives me like a late start. But everything's happening exactly the way it is supposed to, on time too, like on timelines. It's so crazy. Like, my clocks were messed up, and it was so crazy because I literally pulled up to a job when it said 2:34 on a wrong clock. And this is why I know, like, my life is so ridiculously crazy, because like there's no, first of all, like, out of all the times in the world my clock messes up, I don't know what time it is. I don't even know that my clock is messed up until I pull it up, and then like I pull in and park, instantly look at my phone and it's 2:34, and I was like, what the crap? And then that's kind of like, I was like, dude, what happened? Because on the way to where I was going, like, I got confused because I was like, I lost an hour. Like, where did I lose an hour from? And what it was my phone jumped times, just out of nowhere. And it really confused me because I didn't really know what was going on because I was driving, and I'm always watching everything when I'm driving. Like, mirrors, directions, everything. Like, I'm always head on the swivel. And that's just from years of protection. It's years of protecting myself. Like, when I walk into a place, like, I already know. I know where everyone's sitting. I know who's a threat, who's not a threat, who's a potential threat, who's this, where, whatever. Like, I know everything. Like, every time, some places I'm getting way more comfortable with, and I will sit with my back to the door. Mostly because I'm just not afraid anymore, so I don't really have to watch my back. Because whatever happens, and it'll all work out in the end. But before, growing up, that's how I did everything. It's like, I was super hyper aware of everything. I knew all the exits. I knew where everyone was. I knew where all this stuff, every single time I went anywhere. And that's a great skill to have, because it allows you to have attention to detail in everything that you do. And attention to detail is one of the biggest traits in the world. Like, because people, and it's based on patterns. It literally is like, everything's still based on pattern and shapes, and it's super simple. Like, the world is super simple. Dude, yeah. Cause like, I remember when I walked, I think like the first day, I was like 16 years old. I got a job at Food Lion. Dude, the first day I worked, they needed someone to work overnight, and I was like, well, I'll do it, even though it was illegal as hell. I did it anyways. Like, and then within like the next week, I was like doing all the displays. I was doing everything the store manager was doing, and the assistant manager was doing. Like, but it all has to do with attention to detail, and just taking ownership and pride in what you do. And but that's how I live my life. Being perfect, and then feeling the need, and then building relationships with all these people. And it's crazy because it's like, it was almost like I was getting the respect and stuff that I deserved from all these people and all my jobs. And they were always trying to get me to go higher and higher and higher. Like, every single job I ever had, they're like, well, you want to go to corporate, we got you, we can get you, we've already told corporate about you, we told everybody about you, like, we can guarantee you this and that. And I was like, nah, I don't want any part of it. Because I was just, now looking back at it, I was afraid of success. Ultimately, because I was afraid of failure, and that I wasn't good enough, or that I wasn't enough. That this was all fake, that I'm not anything special, like, I'm just a little brown kid in a white world, like, I don't know, I just wasn't worthy of anything. I probably subconsciously in my head, and so, like, I shied away from all these opportunities. I had to get me to right now. And this was the better choice. Because I knew, because I do things to the extreme. So, like, I knew if I did all that stuff back then, like, I mean, I would have been a bad dude. And that was one reason why I'm not a police officer. Because I knew, in my head, even through the whole process, like, I was like, I've tried to do all these things good. I tried to be a good guy. I tried to be the best guy. I said, but I know that once I'm a cop, like, I may not be a bad guy in 2 years. I may not be a bad guy in 5 years. But by the end of my police career, I would be a bad dude. I would have been tainted. I would have turned a blind eye. I would have had to turn a blind eye for somebody. And that just would have started a cycle. And then next thing you know, I would have been the best bad cop ever. And that's why I'm not one. Because it just didn't seem... I just didn't see any way I would have came out of that being a good guy. Just because with power and all that, I mean, absolute power corrupts absolutely. And before, I believed that. Now, I know that I could be capable of continuing to be a good guy, even with absolute power. I know for a fact. Mostly because the process that I've gone through, I constantly, every single day, I'm recreating new laws, regulations, and rules for me. I'm still hung up on some things that I need to deal with, but they don't involve other people, so it's like, whatever, I guess, right now. And plus, I'm going through a lot of changing, so it's like, I still need some kind of comfortability, I guess, is my logic in my head. I need some kind of normalcy, until this transition's done completely, until I'm completely ready, and but now I understand, like, I'm capable of a lot of more things than I ever was. I'm more headstrong than I ever was. I'm honing my skills. And just becoming a better version of me, the best version of me that I could possibly be. And and I understand. I talked to somebody about it, because I was like, dude, if I would have became super wealthy when I was a child, like in my 20s, in my, whatever, like in my past, dude, I would have been, dude, there's no telling, dude. I would have been a problem. I would have had 12 kids, I would have done this, I would have been extreme. I know this for a fact. So like the last year has broke me and broke a lot of stuff to where it's like I don't even want that. It's not even worth it to me. Like none of that stuff is worth it to me. And so I'm deeming a lot of things pointless. And once I deem that, like I can't go back on it. It's so weird. And so I'm trying to be careful, but not really because I don't really care. Because whatever I deem pointless, like I said, I'm the 75 reasons why I do something guy. No one just knows that when people look at me, I would assume that they just think that I'm a swing by my hip type of dude, like shoot by the hip type of guy. But ultimately, no, I've already thought about it for years. I've thought about it based on all the information that I have from when I was little. And now I'm concreting everything. I'm every day forming new ideas. Like, no, that makes zero sense for me. If a scenario does come up, I can reevaluate it one more time. But ultimately, my decision's already made. And because I've already looked at it at every single angle. And it makes zero sense. And if it makes zero sense to me, it's never going to make sense. And that's kind of what I'm understanding. It's like even, that's what's weird is because I separate my experiences from everyone else's. And I always keep mine separate. They never integrate. And you can give me new ideas and new information, but that's always on a different weighted scale. Because I look at my experiences and they're in their own column, and then each individual that comes to me, I put them in their own separate column. And then I walk and step into their column when they're talking to me, or when I'm trying to figure out why they chose this and how they justified it, and I can feel it and understand why, but I don't have to accept it into my truths. And dude, that's crazy. Where you at, bruh? They're coming. It's a helicopter. It's a buoy. He's only like 100 feet up. Maybe 200. He's not very high. He's not even hardly higher than the tower. But yeah, so like, because ultimately, like, I can see every scenario where people justify everything, and I'm okay with it. I get why you justify that. I get why you chose that thing, and it's not good or bad. But for me, for my house and my person and my vessel, my rules are different. And they're always going to be different. And people will not understand them. And people don't have to understand them. They can just watch me. If they like it, they like it. And if they don't, they don't. But everything I do, ultimately, it's for me not to harm people, not to hurt people. Mostly just to show love. And just be me in the process. And it's super crazy. But that's how I know I'm me. That's how I know I'm not everyone else. I don't want to be everyone else. And a lot of this stuff happens subconsciously, and I cannot change it because I don't want to change it. Because I don't want to be everybody else. I don't want to be my brothers. I don't want to be my sister. I don't want to be what I've seen growing up. I don't want to be what I see now. I just want to be me. And every day I'm going through life making up my own rules based on my information. And like I said, as long as I keep it clean, and as long as I don't try, I don't infringe on other people's free will, like, who cares? And that's how I look at other humans. Like, as long as what you guys do doesn't infringe on other people's free will, damn, anything flies, man. We can go get out here and dance in the moonlight and get smammered. You know, as long as we stay safe and we don't go driving drunk, I guess, you know, like, who cares? Because we're not harming anyone but ourselves. You know, and there's a fine line between that, you know, but, you know, don't overdo it, I guess, but that's it, you know, that, and, I don't know, life is crazy, and it's so fun, and it's, every turn of events is so amazing, and humans are so amazing, and, I love them all. They're so fire, they're so fun. I'm trying to think. I got a buddy of mine, and dude, I'm so proud. Because, you know, in my talk yesterday, I was talking about people talking about other people and all this stuff, and I was irritated to say the least. And like I said, I didn't know why I left the place I was at when I did, until last night when I started talking. And then today, when I went somewhere, they instantly apologized to me and said, you know, I felt so bad when I realized why you left. And I was like, yeah, I didn't even know this. I didn't know why I left until later that night. She's like, and they were like, you know, I'm sorry, you know, it was wrong. And all this stuff and apologized. And I was like, dude, I'm proud of you. Like, you make me so proud as someone on the outside and watching the human understand. And dude, it makes me so happy. It makes everything I'm doing worth it. Because what's crazy is, like, I posted my talk before I left the house, so I knew no one even heard my talk except me. But then when I went, and instantly that was like the first thing, and it was like, I'm sorry. And I didn't realize until afterwards, and I felt bad that it happened that way. And I was like, I'm proud of you, because that's the part of the ego, pride and ego destroying. And when you start understanding, and it happens that quick, like boom, you instantly know you did something wrong. And that's what happened to me. Like, I was dealing with somebody at the beginning of the year, and dude, it was constant ego and pride checks on me. And it was like, I would text something and I would read it, and then I would send it, and then somehow I would be thinking about what I said, and it was like instant, like, wrong, Cody, apologize. So then I got a freaking text, an apology, you know, and it was so weird, because it's like, I understand that that's a lot to have someone text you like something and then instantly text you apology, like, or you know, even whatever, like, after you think about something a little bit, you're like, I know it's a lot, but for me it was lessons that I needed to learn, and it was ego and pride and embarrassment that I had to go through over and over and over again. But ultimately it made me who I am, and it made me a better person to be able to ego and pride check myself over and over again, and to admit that I was wrong, that I am wrong, that I made mistakes, and even if the person doesn't accept them or even acknowledge that that I said them, that doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, it's about you. Everything's about you. Forgiveness is about you forgiving yourself, not the other person forgiving you. Everything's about you. And someone sent me a TikTok about kind of what happens to little kids that don't get love or attention. They try and get it however they can, and then they cry, and then they whine, and they act a fool, and then they go silent, you know, they go quiet. And then they understand that they have to fulfill their own needs. And that was me. But when you do that, then you become self-absorbed, because you realize that you have to start doing things to get your own needs, but you're the one who's in control of that. And so that's when you become manipulative, and you become, you know, kind of like a narcissist, and then there's other steps to that. And I told her, I was like, dude, I hate that you sent this to me. I didn't want to see this. However, this is paraphrasing. but thank you, because I needed to see it even though I didn't want to. Because that's what I did. I became self-absorbed and thought that I could do everything on my own, and I can, and I had to. Because I didn't get it anywhere else. And so even now, like in the state that I'm in, I understand that technically I'm getting everything I need from myself. Because that's how I had to do it my whole life. And so now it's even more so that. But what I constantly keep saying is, I want that from somebody else. That's all I've ever wanted. And was to trust somebody else and to be able to receive love and nature from somebody else, you know? Even as a grown-ass man, like, I'm capable of getting it on my own. My cup is full now on my own. But it's different. It's a different feel. And it's better this way. I guess I'm never gonna know, because I've already filled my cup this way, and then whatever else is gonna be extra, it's gonna dull my cup up. It's gonna whatever, like, and it's gonna mix with my cup, and it's gonna be awesome at some point, you know. And who knows? It's gonna be the best whatever, because I know no better, you know. And that's why a lot of why my life is so crazy. It's because it's like, and that's why I can get into relationships and flourish, because I know no better. Like, I don't know what it's like to have a father, and a good one at that. I don't know what it's like to be loved. So it doesn't even take me that much of anything, and I'm on cloud 9. Because it's the exact opposite of what I had. Nothing to something. I get it in my head. You know, and my cup's already full. So I already love myself enough that, like, anything else that I get is extra. That's why I can live in the chaos. Because I'm able to find the positive in the chaos. I'm able to find the little bit of extra this that I never had in the first place, and that's enough. I'm not greedy. I had nothing. I felt nothing. So if I feel a little bit, like, that's a lot for me. That's everything for me. That's infinite for me. That's all I need is one grain of freaking sand. And that's plenty. And it's not that I'm not worth all of it. I'm just saying I'm capable of giving somebody all of me. And ultimately, we'll grow together. And then at some point, we'll both be giving each other everything. But at first, I don't even need that much. Like, really, because I don't know any better. It's so weird. This is embarrassing. This is super embarrassing to talk about. This is very embarrassing. But it's real and it's true. It's like, but I think a lot of people are like this. You know, and the difference is, now that my cup is full, man, I don't know, because it's kind of like the opposite on the other foot. Say I was to get with someone who's been through a lot of trauma, and that's not completely healed yet, or that's had multiple bad relationships, and dealt with narcissists, and could be narcissists themselves. And I come in willing to give everything, and they think I'm lying. They think I'm playing a hoodwinking game, which is fine. I get it. And then I'm loving them like they've never been loved before. Like, that shit's scary, bro, because we've never felt it. And I said that, like, when I started going through this transition, dude, I felt so uncomfortable so many times, so often, like I don't even deserve to be happy. You know, I'll be thinking this in my head, like, why am I smiling? Like, where did my anger go? Like, I don't deserve any of this. Like, this is so uncomfortable. It makes me so uncomfortable. You know, like, or when my friend's daughter was just rubbing my hand on her face and she just loved me to death. And, like, I'm sitting there so uncomfortable, squirming like a child, like, trying to get away, but don't want to be rude. And understand that I do need to feel whatever this is, because I've never felt it before. And I've never felt someone just unconditionally love me for me. I didn't just show me love like that. Like, and it was a little child that knew I deserved it, and she just loved me. And for me, it was freaking me out, you know. And then, like, I brought up conversations with them, and I was like, dude, I was like, it's so crazy that you guys cuddle and stuff, like, with your kids. Like, I don't know what that, I don't even know what that is. Like, that freaks me out. Like, I don't understand it. Like, it makes zero, it doesn't compute in my head. I know what it is. I see it. But I don't know what that is. Like, what is, I don't even, like, what does that even do? Like, to me, it doesn't exist. It's not real. It's just, I don't get it to me. Like, it makes zero sense. You know, and then I talk to other grown men, and they're like, you know, that's all they want. They want to be freaking held. You know? And then I talk to a woman, and I'm like, one woman, and she was like, yeah, that's kind of her love language. She wants to be held. She wants to hold hands. She wants to be cuddled. You know, and it's like, well, have you ever told your husband that that's what you want? You know? You ever communicated that? Because, like, I know I was an overthinker, and I told a kid tonight, I was like, every relationship fails because of lack of communication. Because what happens is, if you bottle up all the crap inside of you and you never speak your truth, the other person has no idea what's going on. You're not getting what you need because you're not speaking up and talking about it. And you know, so you start building resentment because you're not getting what you need, but you're not even, you know, putting your big girl or big boy pants on and asking the other person for it. And so the other person's overthinking the whole time. Like, my wife doesn't love me. She always looks pissed off. She's always mad. Like, what am I doing or not doing for her? But then you start creating all these scenarios. Maybe you think she's cheating on you, or she found somebody else, and then it's this big ass game of non-communication. And then one day somebody flips out, and then they say things and they can't take it back. Like, that's relationships. That's friendships. That's everything. You know, and I do it sometimes, you know. But then again, like, right now in my life, I just don't care. Like, I don't want anything from you, technically. Like, I'm not trying to get with you and all this stuff. And for the most part, you know, like, I'm not chasing whatever. And I'm just living in the moment. Whatever happens, happens. I'm not, you know. But in a relationship, like, that's what happens. Miscommunication, no communication. And then at some point, shit hits the fan. And things are said that cannot be taken back. And dude, that's the worst. It's like, you can forgive people, but sometimes things are just done after that. Like, you can't, that's the whole point. It's like, you can forgive all day long, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna come hang out with you. Like, it's done. And that's what sucks, is sometimes you say things and stuff happens and you can't take it back. You can forgive all you want, or think you forgive, but it's always there. Like once it's written, it's written. There's no taking it out of the books. You know, once someone stole from you, they stole from you. Once someone pissed in your Cheerios, they pissed in your Cheerios. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. I'm sorry. You know? I'm sorry I cheated on you. Like, that's, you know, you can forgive that all you want, but it doesn't mean the act didn't happen. That's going to be a hard thing to battle, to overcome. Damn near impossible, because you were betrayed. You thought you were betrayed, and it could have been just miscommunication. I wasn't getting my needs, and I went and got it somewhere else. Someone else gave me attention, and I fell into a trap and did something I couldn't take back. But that's life. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's more important in relationships, I think, and because you just don't know. And like I said, I was an overthinker. Like, I'm playing a trillion scenarios in my head all the time. I was, and I don't do it now. And so I know that the other person was doing the same. You know, and so there's no telling what they were thinking about me when I came to the table, when I laid everything on the table. These are my intentions. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do with you. This is what I think this can be. Da da da. Yeah, maybe it was crazy, but that's just what I felt, and I was sick and tired of not speaking my truth on things. And when I started this transition, like I said, I started going, you know, if it didn't work this way the first time, I'm going to do the opposite. And so I just went balls to the wall with the opposite, and that was just too much, I guess. But it had to happen that way, and everything's happened exactly the way it's supposed to. And it sucks sometimes because, it's ultimately, I may want the world, but maybe the world's not mine to get. And I got to be okay with that. You know, maybe I want this house, but maybe that's not the house that I'm supposed to have. Maybe that's not the best house for me. Maybe this isn't the best place for me to live. And maybe this is not the best job to do. You know, and that's the whole point is, I understand that a lot of times I don't know what the best for me is. I had someone tell me they don't know how to make good choices for themselves. They don't know how to do good for themselves. And, dude, I feel ya. Like, I get it. It's difficult. Because you've made it to where you're at, and nothing's panned out the way you thought it was. So really, any choice that you make, you think is going to be a wrong choice. And so then you start doing the pro and cons list based on whatever you rank to be most important in your life, whether it's money, success, this or whatever carried you this far in life. And so if it's something that you've never had, that's going to be ranked down on the lowest. Like, if love for me was something that I never got, when I go to make a decision, I don't, that love is always going to be in the bottom of the list because, number one, I don't have any experience to give it. I don't have any points to give it. Like, it's going to be ranked low. It only makes sense because I don't even know how it works. I don't even know if it is real, if it does exist. And but what I do know is about cars. I do know about houses. I do know about having money. I do know about this, and I do what, you know, this and that, and status, and so that's what I'm gonna chase. If someone comes in and they look good on the books, like, and that's what I know about, well, then that's what I'm gonna go to. Because I don't know. I've never felt love before. Like, I don't know. It's gonna be ranked low on the list of things. So if someone comes in like me, and is ultimately showing that. Yeah, I'm gonna run too, bro. It's fine. I get it. But that's me now. It's like I don't even know. I don't know what love is, technically. Like, in those kind of relations, I just know what I do, which is I instantly love everyone. And I know based on what I know. And that's, I saw something about empathy is your worst enemy if you don't know how to set boundaries. So I'm trying to learn how to set boundaries because I've talked about it. I know that empathy and compassion is like, one woman the other day that I just met, she told me that I was super compassionate and all this crap, and I was like, yeah, I guess. I was like, it's definitely my worst quality and my strength too. She didn't really say anything, but to me, I know this because it's like I always go above and beyond for everyone, and I gotta stop it because ultimately it hurts me. I'm not gonna. I know I'm not. But that's just Cody. Like, and like I said, every day I get better And I'm brainwashing myself to set stronger boundaries and stuff. So, because this is the only way I can do it. This is the only way I can do it and make it real, is by programming myself with myself. And every day, learning new lessons, setting new rules, setting new regulations for how I'm going to carry myself and live my life. And then I listen to them. I give myself time. I give myself time. And this is why I don't have time for other stuff or to learn new stuff, because I'm learning so much here. And this stuff matters. It matters for me. It matters for my future. It matters for future kids if I have them. It matters for future people that I meet. It matters for everyone that I meet. Like, this is very important to me. This is everything to me. This is the only thing that matters to me. Is to be the best version of me. And that should be the only thing that matters to anyone. Because it ultimately, the trickle-down effect. Me and one of my buddies, like, were talking about trickle-down economics, and we were like, it doesn't exist. It doesn't work. Like, we know it doesn't work. There's no proof ever that it does work. Like, anyone who believes that it works is retarded. Because it doesn't work. It's never worked. And, but this is kind of like it. This is kind of like trickle down, loveonomics. And, like, if I'm my best version and I love somebody completely, and then they love someone 75%, and then, like I said, it's all a scheme. It's all a pyramid scheme of love. Like, that's what I am doing here. I'm creating a pyramid scheme of love, starting with me. And if I give 100% of me, and then it goes to 75, and so on and so on and so on, it can affect so many people. And the issue with love is, love doesn't diminish. Love only grows. And it comes with, like, once you love somebody, you love them forever. Even when they knock the shit out of you and punch you in the face, like, you get brainwashed and you love them. I watch it. I watch this all around, and it's so crazy. Like, even if your husband's just a bastard, he whoops your butt, but you have kids with him, like, you love him forever. Like, it's so weird. It's, so weird. And, but that's just it. Like, you have bonds with them. You have physical bonds with them. You have emotional bonds with them. You create children with them. Like, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, I think once you grow, bond, and love somebody, you always love them. Like, you can never not love them. You may love to hate them, but you still love them. And love and hate is so close. So closely tied. And all I think the difference is it's all the same except maybe action. Because I don't know anyone that I hate. Now, I think when I was younger, I thought I hated people, but it wasn't. They were just unauthentic to me, and I didn't like that, and so I just didn't give them any time. But whatever. But it's because I was mirroring that, and it was me ultimately that I didn't like, so I hated myself. But now I know this. But yeah, I don't even know if hate's real. Like, I don't know. How do you hate somebody? Like, what would cause me to hate somebody? I could be highly disappointed in you, or I could not like the actions or decisions that you've made, or the repercussions from those actions. Because I could understand why you justified the action that you took, if I had all the information. But the repercussions are real, and all that stuff is real, and I definitely don't like those. I don't know how I could hate somebody now. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, even the woman that punched me in the face and spit on me, I have no hate for her whatsoever. Like, I enjoyed the moment. I thought it was hilarious. I don't know. Like to me, it just I don't know. Like there's no point in my life. Like I can't. What would cause me to hate somebody? I don't know. Like, cause even if they shot me in the back, like literally, like I'd be dead. Or if they shot me, or they didn't, whatever. I don't know. As of right now, I don't think it's possible for me to hate somebody unless I don't know what they would. They'd have to do some crazy stuff to me, and then even then, I probably wouldn't. I don't know if I could hate them or not. I may not dislike them. I may be like, you're petty, bro. That was a weird decision that you made. That you would try and harm me. That makes zero sense. I don't know how you got there, but whatever. To each his own. But I don't know. But I also see mirror reflections in everyone of me. And I'm only looking for qualities that I like. For the most part, in myself. That's what I love. That's how I attach to people. That's how I love everyone. It's because I love myself. And then I see the reflections of me in them, and I just love them. And I was so proud of that person today. Like, you don't even know. You don't even know how, like, proud I am of people every single day, man, standing up for themselves. And then apologizing. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is the greatest day of my life. Someone's apologizing. I've never seen this happen. I apologized and people thought I was crazy, bro. Like, they never seen it. And then a couple days later, you see somebody else, a grown person, apologize. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen. You should get a Nobel Peace Prize for that. Like, literally. Like, think about it. In your life, like, think about how many people truly apologize to you. Like, went out of their way. Think about it. Really. Oh, wait. Man, my brain has just been blank. Because, not many. Other than the one that happened today, and it was fire. It was perfect. I'm so proud. I'm like a proud papa. And, it's so cool, man. And, I don't know, man. This life is crazy. And, I'm so excited about it. And every day it just gets better and better and better. And it's so crazy because, like, I was cutting grass for like 3.5 hours a day. Like, missed all that time with other humans, but like it didn't even matter. Like, I just did what I had to do, and whatever. Like, it just. Oh, I cut another one too. So, I mean, who knows how many hours I cut today? Maybe 4.5 hours, which is not much. But, it's good for me now. Used to, I'd be like 12-hour days and stuff, but I'm not doing that stuff anymore, man. It doesn't make any sense to me. It makes zero sense to me. But then again, I gotta start making money again. Just real quick, at least. Frustrating sometimes, but it is what it is. But today was cool, man. I did a yoga. I did a rowing in the sauna with somebody today, and it was hilarious, bro. It was so fun. Humans make me laugh. Humans make me laugh. They were going ham, dude. They were trying so. It was awesome. It made me laugh. But that's what I'm saying. The test. There's no. You're testing yourself. And everything that you do is ultimately a test for yourself. Like, I'm in here rowing. And then I got someone next to me rowing. And, like, I was tired today. Like I said, my body's jacked up. I need the rest. I need to not work out the rest of the week. I know. And I need to reset. Just mostly because of sleep. But they were just going ham on that rowing machine. And like in my head, dude, I'm just like looking over like rowing. I'm like, God bless. Like they're going to town. They're trying their best, dude. And it's made me happy, dude. Another proud moment of like, because I wasn't going that hard. Like I was going, but I was just doing whatever. Like I didn't look like that. I didn't look like that, you know? Like they're doing whatever the hell they can. Like I know I don't look like that. It's so funny. It wasn't funny looking. It was just like they were giving it 110%, which I haven't seen that in a while. I haven't seen somebody. Dude, I haven't. Maybe I just haven't been in a situation to see it. Well, someone's really giving it their all, and super refreshing. And dude, I was struggling. I was struggling in there today, and I was struggling pretty bad today, and but it was cool, man. It was hilarious to me. It was perfect, and their hands got all tore up and got callus on their hands, and and they texted me a picture of their hands. And I was like, I'm sorry, like I forget that my hands are extremely strong, and I've been doing this forever. Like, because I remember when I was younger, like if you dig a hole with a shovel, dude, by the end of the day, like your hand, you're gonna have a hole in the middle of your hand, and it's gonna be a callus that gets ripped off. Like it just happens, you know. But that stuff doesn't happen to my hands anymore. My hands they're not even that rough. They're just, I don't know. I just got old man hands. Like they're not even rough, really. I don't think. Like they're pretty smooth, but they're not as strong as they used to be. Like when I climb all the time. Like they're not as callous as when I used to climb all the time and stuff like that. But they're still super strong, and I don't really get calluses that much anymore. Especially lifting weights. I don't get calluses lifting weights. Like that's not anything. That's not a thing for me. But if I do go rock climbing, like I'll start getting calluses again because it's a little bit different. But yeah, it was cool, man. It was cool today, and quick little 15-minute workout. I texted them later, and they're like, asked them if they were sore, and they're like, yeah. I was like, you should be sore. You were like a jackrabbit over there just going ham. It was hilarious. But I'm proud of you. I'm so proud. It was funny. I don't know if they were trying to compete with me or not. Because I wasn't competing. I wasn't competing. And it was going through my head. It was going through my head while I was doing it. I was like, are they trying to compete with me in this? Because I'm not playing this game. I'm tired, bro. Like, I'm not competing with anybody. Like, I'm tired. But it was funny. It was cute, to say the least. And, it was hilarious. But, yeah, it was a 15-minute row. A 15-minute window of time that was special. And it was super entertaining and just perfect because it was raw. It was real. And that's what I'm engulfed in life now, is like the real minute moments in time that I'm aware of that other people probably may not be watching. Like, to other people it's regular, but to me, what I'm going through is not regular anymore. Aspects with other humans is not regular to me. And that's why this time of my life is so crazy, and the rest of my life is going to be crazy, because if I can keep the mindset and perspective that I have, that everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be, everything is exciting, everything is special, everything is up in the air. Like, who knows what's going to happen? I have zero expectations. I'm not predicting what's going to happen. I'm not using my pattern skills and putting out scenarios about what's going to happen. Like, so everything is super exciting because I don't know. It could go a million different ways. It doesn't matter because I'm not even thinking about one way it's going to go. I'm not assuming anything. And I'm not assuming how someone's going to react. I'm not assuming if someone's going to smile. I'm not assuming anything. Like, and it, oh man, it makes life so much more enjoyable. Because, who cares? You're just riding the wave. Like, you're just going down the river. And who knows? You know you're going to be fine. And if you're not, then you're not. Like, it doesn't matter. But ultimately, you're going to be fine. And it'll all work out in the end. And whatever happens is going to be exciting and adventurous and new. Everything. Every little bitty thing. You find a quarter on the floor and you go buy a gumball. Like, who knows? Like, that's fire. You know, and then you eat that gumball and you're like, and it brings you back into the past when you was a little child, and you get to live a moment from the past 35 years ago, you know, or 30 years ago or something. Like, you know, whip you back into going to Toys R Us and getting some zebra striped gum. Like, who knows? You know, like, that's what's so crazy is like every moment in life is fire, bro. Like, every time you get to breathe oxygen, no matter what's happening, you're tripping down some steps at a baseball game. Now, who cares? Like, at least you get up and you're good. People checking on you, making sure you're okay. There's still humanity left in this world. I don't know, man. Like, life is fire to me. Like, everything is crazy. This song. Some funny song that I like. It's hilarious. I don't know why I like it. I just do. Makes me feel so good. Things that love can do. I don't know, bro. Crazy fool. To feel the way I do. I mean, just dancing in my truck, just driving, spending $5 and something, a damn gallon of diesel, man. But just, you know, spending time in my truck, listening to music blaring, like foot out the window, dancing, having fun, like enjoying everything. It's like, this is what life is supposed to be. And we got to get back to that as people. And we have the power to do that. To stop these monopolies. To stop these companies. To stop buying the products that ultimately are ruining us and controlling us. And listening to these governments that don't even give a fuck about us. All they care about is distributing money and creating a debt system that we have to struggle and just constantly be slaves for them. Like, that's what it all comes down to. I'm walking around holding my middle finger up to everybody in power. Like, literally. All of them. Left and the right. Anyone playing the game. Because ultimately, the people in power, I mean, some of them are trying, but ultimately they still have to have playing the game, you know? And maybe that's some of it. That's part of it. You gotta get in to fit in or whatever. If you want to make change, you gotta whatever. But I don't think so. I think as a collective, as a lower class of humans, as they would call it, they may not say it to your face, but that's what they're thinking, whether in the big houses and flying to all these special islands doing some hood rat stuff with their friends, like stuff that's illegal, and the laws don't apply to them. Like, I don't know, I mean, I'm not judging everyone, but I am. You know, that's what I'm saying. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Like, and then you can have morals on that. Well, maybe I won't do this. I won't take it this far. I knew who I would have been. I know I'm capable of the darkest of dark. We're all that. We're predators. Humans are predators. We're the master predators on this world. And, we're capable of all these things, the darkest of dark. And to think that the people in power, the people we don't even know exist, the people that don't even have names, aren't doing some hood rat stuff with their friends? Kidding me. They don't care about, they're not worried about money, this fake money system, so they can survive. So they can pay for food. So they can pay rent. So they can have people watch their kids. Where they can go to work so they can provide for food and pay for that child care. Like, it makes zero sense to me. So you can pay to go to the hospital when you get sick because of all the crap food you're eating that's not real, the plastics, the ground up everythings, the paste, the chemically made chicken nuggets, the meat that's trademarked beef, like that's the name of it. Beef hamburger is the name of it. It's not what's in it. They just spent money and bought the name and then called whatever meat goo fake product, they call it beef hamburger. That's not what's in it. That's just the name of it. And you put all that crap in your throat and eat it. It's not even real food. And then you get sick. You're weak. Your brain gets calcified. Like, you can't think for yourself. You're susceptible of everything. You're suggestible of everything. You watch these little black mirrors and screens all day. That push products, push ideas. Control your likes and dislikes. Ultimately control every bit of you. They're programming you, and then you're not happy. And you don't look in the mirror and you don't like what you look like because you don't look like these other mirrors that you're looking at. And then your significant others like the mirrors in the mirror. And then when they look at you, they don't see that, and then they're not attracted to you anymore. Because they're spending all their time looking at this little black box, this black mirror, looking at other things. Filling their time with those other things and becoming attracted to those things. And then they want those things, and then they go get those things. Or they put themselves in situations where they can't withstand temptation for those things. We all do it. All of us do it. I do it. Everybody does it. Like, why don't we don't do it? Let's just, as a nation, as a people, as humans, say screw the people in power. Let's retake it. Let's take it all back. Let's figure it out. Let's come together. Let's Tower of Babel this shit. The only difference is we're not going against our creator. We're going against these dudes in power. And we will win against them. Because they're only humans. They're on the same level we are. They're all flesh and blood too. You know, you never fight your creator. That's the dumbest thing ever. Nothing good comes from that. You can. I mean, you can fight your mom and dad, but nothing good comes from that. But that's not even really who created you. They created you on the system. But that's not who created you. Don't be thankful for that. Thankful that you're here. Thankful that we have a chance to come together now. We've all went through hell together. We all went through this together. We're all going through this collapse together. Why don't we continue to be together and take back what's ours? Dude, we're smart. Humans are smart, bro. You know, and what's sad is, you know, maybe it, who knows how many people's in power, like, in all these rich families that we don't even know exist. 20,000 maybe, who knows? Probably not even that many. You know? And then there's 7 billion of us. Simple. That's if we can come together. It may be difficult. Just because there's a lot of hood rat friends. But if we could come together just for a little while as people, reevaluate, be logical about making new choices, new laws, new decisions for us as humans, we could do it. It's only going to get worse. We just keep allowing it to happen. But they did a good job. Because it's like you got to keep going to work. You got to keep falling for this trick while everything is happening, while the whole world is collapsing around you. You don't have a choice because you got to feed your family. So you still have to stay. You have to keep your head in the dirt. And you don't even have time to complain. You don't have time to even think about it or reevaluate things. It's crazy. They did a good job. They did a good job. But we can be better. This song makes me laugh. I like it. I like it a lot. And people are going to listen to this and they're going to be like, what the hell is this dude listening to? I'm like, I'll listen to whatever I want. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying life. Yeah, I got some problems I need to deal with. It sucks. It's embarrassing. It kind of got out of control. But it's like, you know what? If I'm fixing myself, my person, my vessel, like it is what it is, and it'll all work out in the end. It sucks, but I had to do it this way. There was no other option. There was never another option. Everything led me to this. And so, like, I thank everyone in my life. Everyone. All of it. Everyone that's ever came into my life. Everyone that's broke my fucking heart and shattered it and stepped on it. Everyone that's formed me into the man that I am today. Every experience. All of it. It had to be that way. I was never a victim of anything. It is what it is. And I'm here now. And I'm accepting and receiving everything that I deserve. Which is infinite love from the world that I'm in. The trees. The sun. The moon that's just chilling in the sky right now. Like lighting up my left foot. And the stars in the heavens, the water that's rolling through the creeks and the lakes, and in my jug of water over here that I'm drinking all day long. The flowers. I was cutting this yard today and there's this big old oak tree, man. It's huge. And probably a month ago I saw some bees in there, and I told them about it. And today, dude, there was bees everywhere today. And I'm like, dude, I'm not even weed eating around that tree because, like, I'm not going to get my ass lit up by a bunch of bees. And there's no telling how many bees are in that tree. Like, hundreds of thousands of bees. Could be millions. Have you ever thought about that? Like I said, a couple years ago, I got hit by some yellow jackets 3 times that summer. 9 times, about 20 times, and about 20 something times. Finally, the last one, I lit the place on fire. Like, I literally lit their home on fire. Because I was pissed. Like, there's nothing worse. Like, yellow jackets are fire, though. Like, those little bastards are crazy. Like, dude, they're awesome. But when they sting you, it sucks. Because they can sting you infinitely. And they're mean as hell, bro. And they call all their buddies and friends, dude, and they chase you. Like, they're coming to kill you. Like, and so I did light them on fire. I kind of feel bad now. But do unto others as they do unto you. So them bees lit me up, so I lit them up. And it is what it is. I guess I feel bad about it. I don't know. But, yeah, so I just didn't want to get stung by bees. Like honeybees. Because I don't even know. I haven't been stung by honeybees in a while, and, I wasn't going to test 1,000,000 of them. Because when I burned that hole of yellow jackets, there were so many. Like, there's no way I could even count. But I've watched some dudes on YouTube that go and get bees. And they'll be like, they talk about like there's hundreds of thousands of them. I'm like, dude, that's a lot of bees, bro. You know, and then you watch the My Girl movie back in the day. And that little boy got stung by the bees. I think it was, yeah, little Macaulay Culkin. And, yeah, dude, screw that, dude. I'm not trying to get ran down by some bees. I'm not allergic, but if I got stung by 100,000, I'd probably be allergic. They actually said that over a lifetime you can become more allergic because once the poison is in your system, it never leaves. And so over time you just get more poison and poison and poison in your system. And then so one day you could have a real bad effect because it just sparks the poison, it reignites the poison, you know, over time. And so like I was like, well, whatever. I just don't want to get stung any more than I have to. Because it's annoying. Dude, it's fire night. I don't even know what time it is. I've been talking for a little bit. But yeah, today was cool, man. Today was perfect. And I need to go sleep. This talk definitely it geared up really quick, and it really caught me off guard. I can't wait to hear it again because it took off real quick, and I don't know. Now I'm like an hour and 23 in, and it was everything I needed it to be, and that's what these talks are. Like, they're just. I'm telling you, man, like, you gotta talk to yourself. And I'm starting to look at the world. And, if the whole world's telling you one thing, to me, it's like, dude, it's the opposite every time. That's what I'm, like, picking up. It's like, if the world's telling you this, then you probably should look at the opposite. If someone's trying to make you look one way, like, you probably should look the opposite direction because something's going on. Something's not right about it. At least take the time and look. And that's what I'm saying. It's like everyone's watching this channel or this channel. And they're getting their information. So they're leaning towards the left or they're leaning towards the right based on all this information that we're blindly trusting. And we don't really know. We don't really know what's going on. We don't know. And you can't. Like, you don't know what the moon is made out of. Like, I haven't been to the moon. I know what grass looks like because it's right there, and I can pick it up and chew it, and I can look at it, I can whatever. But we don't know what the hell. You know, we haven't been to the deepest. I've never personally been to the deepest part of the ocean. You know, they're saying that they've only been able to dig 7 miles in the Earth's crust. And then at 7 miles, the drill bits just burn up. But then they give you a picture in school of the Earth with the core in the middle and all these different layers. I'm like, how do you come up with that? Like, you literally has only drilled 7 miles or 8 miles into the ground. But then you're telling me that's what my Earth looks like? You don't even know. You're just playing make-em-ups. And then we'll have to take it based on the information that you're telling us. And you told us that you didn't even been there. You don't even know what it looks like. That you've never made it that far. It just makes me laugh. And then they teach us everything is truth. And they teach our kids this is truth. But ultimately, we don't know shit about anything. We know what we feel. We know what we see. You know? I'm just saying, you gotta question everything. It doesn't make you stupid to question everything. It makes you freaking smart. And it makes you your own person. And I mean everything, bro. Every book written, all of them. Question everything. Believe no one but yourself. But you gotta give yourself time. Don't believe me about anything, man. Like, I'm telling you, who knows? I could be full of shit. Probably. I think this stuff is true for me, but I'm giving myself time. I'm working it all out in my head. I'm justifying everything. You know, I'm justifying everything. Like, I'm learning about the world, like, well, a lot of things make sense. And depending on the person, a lot of things could apply. And for other people, things won't apply. You know? Like, think about it. Think about... I'm gonna get crap for this. Think about, like, maybe, like, low-income communities where men go through and have 20 kids. Like, I've heard of this, you know, guys will have 20 kids with 20 different wives. Evidently, it works for that dude. He may not pay any child support to any of them. He may not have anything, but it works for him. Doesn't mean the repercussions, the outcomes aren't real. You know? You know, think of in the old days when people had concubines and all these wives and stuff. Evidently it worked for them. I don't know. Who knows? And then you got people that have, you know, multiple wives, or who knows? They do weird stuff now. I don't even know. They have husband and wives. What? And I don't know, man. This weird stuff. There's all kinds of stuff. I don't know. I don't get it. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, if it works for them, then it works for them. Like, it doesn't. To each his own. It's like, who am I to say it doesn't work? If you guys aren't harming other people, I don't know. I can't sit there and say it. You know, if you're not affecting the kids, as long as you're being good parents, and I don't know, man. Like, anything can fly, I guess. But I'm questioning everything. I'm going through, looking at everything and trying to find out what's real for me. Like, what am I capable of? What could I do? What's right? You know? Because I ultimately don't know. And it's up in the air for discussion. And I'll reevaluate it every time something comes up. And that's the whole point. You just need to be able to, you know, say you're wrong when you're wrong and say you're right when you're right. And then question when you're right. And question when you're wrong. And to be a man enough to apologize, a woman enough to apologize when you do something wrong, because you will. Or when you get something wrong. Or ideas change, or situations change, or variables change, and that's it. And when you want to listen to some song like this and talk about it, girl, you got me frustrated. All I want to do. That's what's hilarious. Dude, this song is fire. Makes me laugh. And it brought out a lot of stuff tonight. It's enough. It gave me, this is why I love music. And this is why I wanted to test it. Because it gives me a vibe. And then I just boosted right off of it, like from the moment that it started. Like it just shot me. It shot me somewhere really quicker than most of my talks. It instantly like just ripped. And it's almost like frustration. You know, and see, this could be part of me. Like this is kind of maybe where I'm at in life. Like that's embarrassing to admit. Yeah, this is embarrassing. Girl, you got me frustrated. Dude, I'm weird. Dude, I have no restraint with this. And it's so funny because if people hear this, they're gonna laugh, bro. They're like, this dude is crazy. And I'm not crazy. I'm anything but. That's what's so hilarious. That's what's so funny. And I repeat this numerous times. I look at the world, and we know the definition of insanity is doing things over and over again, expecting different results. I did everything the same way for 35 years. And then now I'm doing everything the opposite. So I am not insane. But I look at the world, and everyone's continuing to do the same thing, expecting different results, and that's insanity. That's insanity. Listen to your government like you always have, and expect different results. Expect someone to come in and save you. That's insane. That's insane. Surrender everything to all these people in power and expect them to come and save you. That's insane. That's insanity. That's insane. It's crazy. This is a perfect song, man. I'm so happy I picked this song. Or whoever picked it for me. That's hilarious. It's funny. Because everyone, like, that's what's so cool about music. That's why it's timeless. Number one, it's timeless. You know, like, everyone can connect with it. Literally everyone. Like, this song right here. Like, I don't care if you're a dude who thinks you're, like, some tough dude who benches, you know, whatever, like, or some killer, like, Marine sniper, like, this, like, everyone, I guarantee you. Like, they're gonna be dancing to this song. Like, and that's why I pick music, man. Because it connects to everyone. Plus, like the people that create this music is fire to me, man. Like, to have the balls to sing about stuff like this, like, or whatever, or have the guts to do it, like, that's fire to me. And then be proud of it and, like, sing their heart out and Dude, it's so fire. It's so real. It did not care what anybody thinks whenever they write a song, man. And that's part of them. And it's part of something that they've gone through. And it connects with everyone, because like everyone's thinking this. You meet some new girl and you're like, whatever, or some new dude and you're like, let's make things complicated, you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to be for the complications. You're worth the complications. I told somebody that. It's not gonna be easy. But I don't want it to be easy. It's gonna be fun. You're worth it. And we're all worth it. All humans are worth it. And even if you're not together forever, it's experience. It's lessons. And now, once you know that and you can see that, and you can look back in your life and you can choose what lessons you want to learn from the future. You can have better assess the situations. What's up, dear? You always be creeping on me, bro. You always be creeping on me, bro. Dear always be creeping, man. So, come up here. I got a carrot for you. No, I don't. I'll give you a bean burrito. Cheesy bean and rice burrito. Vegetarian. I don't know. I'm hyped now. I don't even want to go inside and go sleep. Yeah, that car needs some work done to it. Fix it. Fix that car, please. Sounds like a cool weed eater. But yeah, man, I'm happy about tomorrow. I'm excited about tomorrow. I'm excited about listening to this talk. This could be the best talk that I've ever had. The most fun. And like I said, I've been throughout the day. I cipher through what I try and plan on what song. You know, because I love all the music, but I'm just like, what's gonna be the one for tonight? Like, what's my special song for tonight that I'll never have to talk about again? Like, because once I go through the talk, like, it's it. That song is done for me, and because it's always attached to this talk now. It's always attached to these emotions, which is cool. But I'm co-creating with somebody else, with somebody else's art, and I love it because that's what I've wanted to do this whole time, is co-create something with people. And everything that I'm doing, I'm co-creating. Whether it's me walking into a business, talking to an owner, and we're co-creating something together, just our time, just our experiences, growing friendships, it's co-creating with them. Interactions with humans here or there, like you're co-creating your worlds together. That's what it's all about. And you guys are spending time together and you're choosing what's gonna happen. It's freaking ridiculously fire. It's everything. It's all things. That's what this is about. And ultimately love. Instantly surrendering everything to the other person and then co-creating what's happening between two of you. Whether it's you are just exchanging money, you're exchanging time, you're exchanging ideas, you're exchanging looks, you're breathing the same air, you're rowing in the same sauna, you're growing together, you're building off of each other, you're apologizing 1 week, blowing people's minds, and then a week later they apologize for something that they do and you watch them physically grow as a human and battle their pride and ego, and every day you see them physically get better and becoming more aware of what they're doing and why they're doing it, and choosing whether or not they want to be better than they were the day before. Like, that's what this is about. And everywhere I go, that's what I want to leave. An imprint of me, of who I am, choosing to be me in whatever the hell that I am. But allowing other people that it's okay to be whoever you want to be. And hopefully that's love. What you are, what you're made up of, what you came into this world to be. It's love, and experience it in every way possible. And not harm people, not infringe on other people's free will. But enjoy laugh, cry, hug, cuddle, be extremely overwhelmed with love. You know, and I feel weird because I've set so many hard boundaries with people. And now it's like in my head, I'm like, I want to take those boundaries back. Because like these people deserve, I just want to hug them. It's so weird to explain. It's because I'm so proud. And but I'm trying to like, justify the boundaries in my head, and I don't want to cross any. I don't want to change anything that, whatever. But plus, I don't want to. A lot of it's for me, because I'm still guarded, and I know who I am. I still got a jawbreaker, and you know, and I still have human problems. And this song makes me laugh so much. This song makes me laugh so much, bro. I don't know, dude, but that's cool, man. Today was fire. I'm pushing 2 hours, so I'm gonna cut it. And but this makes me happy, and this is the best talk I've ever had. The most exciting talk I've ever had. The most fun talking I've ever had. And I didn't know it was going to be this way. Like I said, I went and I ate at my restaurant tonight. Because they had some banging ass squash, dude. And I ate there yesterday, and the dude ordered squash, and he shared with me his food. And so I was like, dude, I got to eat that squash again, because it was so good. Squash and zucchini. And so I texted him and I was like, you guys have that stuff tonight? He's like, yeah. I was like, dude, I'm coming. I was like, I don't need to, but I was like, I'm going to eat this. Like, I got to eat it. So I went up and hung out with them tonight. And so it kind of set the mood for the night. And hanging out with them and eating, enjoying my meal. And then coming home, pulling into my yard, and then finding this song and going, you know what? Balls to the wall, let's do this. And let's just start doing some fun songs to try and change to change where these talks are going to something more fun and exciting for me, instead of either emotional or just bland or whatever. Just something fun and exciting based on real life stuff in this world. And this song makes me so happy. And so I'm going to start doing it. And there are going to be some weird songs that are, like I said, they're going to, a lot of girl songs, I guess you would say. But I just love all music. And because I don't know why, I just always liked music, like dance music, just funny stuff to me. It gives me hype. And a lot of them have to do with love and stuff like that. Maybe this is kind of like a bump and grind song, just different. But these are all real aspects of life, and everyone listens to those stuff. Like, I mean, all songs tend to have this kind of tone. So, I mean, because we know that this tone sells, and, you know, it's funny. So, I hope people listen to this. And I hope they just laugh, bro. I hope they laugh. And then they understand that, you know, it's fun. It's okay to have fun too, man. Like, I'm having fun all the time. And I'm not harming people. And I'm not infringing on people's free will. Like, you don't have to listen to me. You don't have... Don't listen to me. I don't know. I don't care. I just want you to be the best version of you. And if you need my stuff to help you connect with another human, then use it. And just know I'm having fun. This is what life is about. It's about having fun, about speeding safely. It's about doing things that you like. It's about, I saw something about never laugh at somebody's hobbies or what they nerd out about. Because like that's so amazing. I've talked about this before. Like I get so engulfed when somebody tells me what they like. Like I'm like, why do you like? Like I love this. Like I want to watch you do and be engulfed in what you love. Like I want to see the emotion. I want to see the expression. I want to see everything. Because like that's fire to me. Like what people love, I want to watch what people love. Like what they get excited about, what they get hype about. Like that's cool to me, man. Because that's real. That's when people have less guard up and they don't care. When they're in their element and they can be who they want to be. Because what you spend your time with, that's who you are. And that's the most real and authentic you're going to get. And that's what I like to see in humans. Because that's where the most magic happens. That's where the creative ability comes from. When you're in your true, authentic self. That's where change happens. That's where max potential is found. And all this propaganda, all this entertainment, which entertainment is a distraction. That's literally like the definition. It's one of the definitions, a distraction. I looked it up. I think it's distraction. Distraction or it's not deterrent, it's distraction, I think. And it's distracting you from yourself. That's what entertainment is. Entertain. So you enter and then tainment. Like it's almost like entrapment. And like once you enter it, you're done. Like boom, they got you. They got you away from yourself. All eyes outwards instead of in. But that's it, man. I'm done. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go to bed. I gotta upload this. I'm excited. I'm probably not gonna sleep with crap tonight because I'm gonna be laughing in my bedroom with my headphones on. And tomorrow is gonna be so fire because I'm gonna be listening to this all day, and I'm gonna have so much fun because every day is fun. Everything is fun. The chaos is fun. Life is fun. Breathing oxygen is fun. Every moment in time that you have should be fun. Find a way to make it fun. It's a game. It's a game of life. Figure out the rules. Figure out how to fucking break them. When we can do it together, if we all come together, we can change the rules. That's all of this. We just need to make things complicated for them. Come together. Love. I'm out. Peace.
When you touch me like you do, like no one's in the room, our heart just fell in tune. When it's been such a long